Okay. All right. All right. All right. Look at all this liquidity sitting at 620. We got all this resting liquidity sitting at 620, 1,064 orders. I wonder what the heck they're going to do right there. I wonder. That's a lot of orders resting in one spot. So I guess we're about to see because price is about to tap into it. 620, huh? 620. All right, so let's see. The market tries to come back up in that area. Yeah, because like when it breaks structure, it comes back up here. 22.5. I'm gonna sell into that. If it pops back up, I'm gonna sell into that move because that's a whole lot of orders just resting there, and I doubt that the market pushes past that. So, I'm confident that the market, we could see a rejection in this area, but I'm not gonna take this trade in a funded account. On both sides. We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. When did that happen? Of course it happened. I wasn't looking at it. Hey, yo, what's up, Investor Z? Yeah. What's up? Were you able to catch anything this morning? Looks like the Nasdaq is pushing higher. Well, I guess the correct term is chopping higher. Chopping higher, man. That's insane. Well, I did say that we'll start. So it looks like the ES and the Nasdaq are both. They're very similar. They look very similar. Okay, I'm just gonna like on the 1 minute. Haven't had any trades in them at the moment. Okay. 421. So this must be it right there. Yeah. That's where the order block is. 421, 423. That's another order block right there. So we got 2 order blocks on top of each other. Damn. Yeah, I think I'm going to handle this differently. I think I'm just going to trade at the 50% of this and just do like a tick or something. Okay, yeah. Hey, yo, what's up, Alfred? We could. I mean, honestly, if I had to choose between ES and the Nasdaq, I'm gonna choose the ES. At least it follows structure. At least it's. At least it follows structure, and it's very similar to gold. So I'm not deviating too far away from my plan when I trade ES. So I guess I'm just going to update everything. I have to update the thumbnails, update the description, all that stuff. I've just been so nonchalant about doing that, all that stuff. But ES and gold, and I'm sticking to it, damn it. ES and gold, damn it. ES and gold. Hmm. 678. 678. 678. Okay. I mean, I can't leave my trading partner hanging. I mean, shit, I can't do that. But I'm not gonna enjoy it. I mean, I'm not gonna enjoy it or nothing. I'm not gonna enjoy it. But I mean, if I look to the left here, I'm surprised that there's not like an order block like right here somewhere. Oh yeah, this probably wiped it out. And then okay, so it looks like looks like the ES was rejecting. See, I mean at least the ES rejects off of areas where there's obviously resistance. I mean, obviously it swiped the liquidity and it looks like it wants to dig a little bit deeper. 33. Well, I mean, regardless, I mean, it's still gonna. Mm, mm. You know, and with the ES, I don't mind using the position strategy. I think that's probably how I should trade here. I think that's how I should trade it. I mean, you ain't gotta be cute with it or nothing, you know. That's interesting. Is the MES cleaner than the ES? That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Hmm, okay. Well, we're just gonna keep it simple. All right, we're just gonna keep it simple. All right. Mm. All the doubt. All the doubt. All the doubt. Mm, mm. I mean, honestly, it probably does now, Alfred. Nah. Yeah, I mean the. I mean, I would trust the ES. I would trust trading the ES over the Nasdaq on a funded account. I mean, there's a clear reason why. Yeah, that's definitely true. It's definitely true. Shit, Nasdaq will have you turn into that SpongeBob meme with Mr. Crab. Let me see if I can find that meme. That's what the Nasdaq will turn you into that meme real quick. Yep, you get turned into this meme real quick. Real quick. You'd be like, damn, what the hell is going on? It's like, damn, what's going on? What's going on? But yeah. So we got an entry at 648. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Damn. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I took that trade because there was 1,000 sell orders sitting at that level. It was literally 1,000 sell orders at that level. Literally 1,000 orders. And I was like, man, I can't miss an opportunity like that. Well, I learned my lesson. I don't know if those orders were spoofed or what, but I guess I learned my lesson. Hmm. Ah, shit. Hey, gold, please. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Please, no, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Uh, mm. Got in too early. Got in too freaking early yet again. I got in too early yet again. Yet again. Got in too early. Got in too freaking early. Dang it. Damn it. Damn. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn. Damn. Got in too freaking early. Damn. Damn. Well, at least I made $1,000 or $1,100. At least I made $1,100 on that off-stream account. Got in too freaking early. Okay. So yo, dude, what happened? Hold on, what happened? Nah, I took the short. It's just that when I said that I didn't mean to get in so early. That's what I meant. I didn't mean to get in so early. I noticed because usually I got a rule where this is where I should have got in at right here. I got that's where I should have got in at, and shit, I better be glad that short worked because I'm looking at the gamma levels on gold right now, and yeah, this thing looks like gold could be making its a next generational run higher. That's what it's looking like right now. This is gold right now on black box stocks. You can see that they found support right there at that gamma, at the biggest gamma level, no doubt, right there. And it's probably going to go to this one right here. So unless they double top it here, unless they double top here. Damn. Oh, where's my? Nice. Smith is going through it with gold right now. That's why you don't ever close out your profits. You hold until TP. That's the rule. You know, honestly, I wonder what happened to all those damn sell orders that was sitting there at 620. There was literally 1,000 sell orders literally sitting at 620 on gold. Literally. What the hell happened to all those orders? Hold on, what just happened? Hold on, what just happened? What happened? What happened? How did I just lose money? Hold on, did I go short? Or hold on. Did this thing was that a buy order? Wow. 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 Dude, I didn't invest. Well, I guess I did. Technically, I guess I did. I could have sworn that was hold on. How can I do a buy stop order above price? Or okay. Or hmm. Huh. Hmm. Damn it. So I put a buy stop order probably up there instead of a sell stop. That's what I meant to do, was put a sell stop. I meant to sell. Hmm. Okay. Wow. Okay. I meant to sell that. I didn't mean to buy that. I meant to sell that. Wow, what a stupid mistake. What a stupid mistake. What a like, dude, what a mistake. Literally, literally, you get a top. Damn. What a stupid mistake to make. What a stupid mistake to make. That was stupid. It wasn't stupid. It was a careless mistake. It was a really careless mistake. Literally had a top tick entry and I bought it instead of selling it. All right, whatever, man. Whatever. Whatever. A silly mistake. Mm. Okay. Mm. That's interesting. That's too big, man. That zone is too big. I'm not gonna try to build a position in that zone. Okay, I'm starting to see it now. Oof. Okay. And the ES drop. Dang. Okay. 495. So the market rejected at 495 on the ES. I mean, let's see if there's something to the left of that. All right, so this is the hourly chart on the ES. Let me see. Because this is the range where it rejected. Let's see. Just kind of nice, man. Let's see. Dang, it hit the 50% perfectly at that range. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it hit the 50% perfectly at that range. All right. So I think so the strategy, so I'm starting to see. So I'm going to start looking for ranges and I'm going to shoot my shot at the 50%. And I'm going to build on top of that strategy as I move forward with it, because that was like almost like a 20-point drop. Would have been in like 2 points of drawdown for a quick 20 points almost. Just about. And from what I can see, it looks like the 10-minute is pretty good. Let me look at the 15-minute on this thing. Looks like the 10-minute does give more information. Let's look at the 5-minute. So what's important to me if I trade any instrument, what's important is obviously the structure and if it's respecting prior structure, because y'all guys know that I'll fight this trend to the end. I'll fight it to the end. And I want to be able to, so if I see an area where the market breaks structure to the downside, I want to be able, no matter what the trend, no matter how strong the trend is, whenever the market returns to an area like this, I want to see reactions like this. This is what I'm looking for. Because this is just basically a breakout pullback trade. And those are my favorite trades. The breakout pullback trade is my favorite trade. And I feel like it should be your favorite trade too, because it's the most consistent, most repeatable trade on just about any instrument that you choose to trade, just looking for that breakout pullback. And for someone, so this breakout happened around 7:30 in the morning. So about like an hour later, if you set like a limit order here, you got filled, you got a quick 20 points. What are you talking about? You said, Alfred, you said that you didn't know I could do that. What are you referring to? Yep. And on the buy stop. Yeah, I didn't mean it. Yeah, if you're talking about that gold play, I didn't mean to do a buy stop. I meant to sell there. I meant to sell. And I guess I was rushing, I guess. I don't know why. But at least on gold, we're seeing the market reject at this gamma level. So now that we're seeing that rejection, I wonder if it's just going to play around in limbo, ping pong between these two levels right here, or if we'll see a break from these levels. We'll see. I guess what I should do, I should also have the ES up, the ES book map up. So it looks like what, 6,500? Looks like they got orders sitting at 6,500. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna practice this strategy. And if I see good results, if I'm seeing the results that I want to see from this strategy, because I can take advantage of the ES low profitability. I mean, well, I can take advantage of that and kind of build into the position. I can take advantage of that. So I can start a position at like 5 contracts. But then my only thing about that is that my only thing about building a position is that it deviates away from getting not necessarily a perfect entry, but looking for a good entry the first time, because what that would suggest, if I'm building a position, that means price is going against me and I'm not getting a good entry. And I don't like the idea of that. I don't like the idea of a 10-point stop. All right, so we got about 10 minutes before the initial balance is official. We got about 10 minutes. So it looks like we got some heat at around, so on the Nasdaq, we got some heat sitting around 580. And on the ES, we got some heat at around 6,500. Mm, okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's all it always seems to be the internal battle that I have with myself, Alfred. It's always the internal battle that I have with myself. Mm. And like I said, the good thing about the ES is that everything works for it. So mm, everything works for it, and we got basically a cheat code with the gamma levels and everything like that. So we basically got a cheat code. And you know what? Since we're trading SPY now, so let's readjust. Let's make sure we're also seeing SPY. Let's make sure we're also seeing SPY. The flow for SPY. So, all right. So watch list only. Sweeps. Apply. And just do it all. Make sure I got my watch list. SPY. Okay. Okay. Get back to the flow. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. All right, so about 4 more minutes. It's gonna be official. All right, so I mean, yo, okay, fine, whatever, fine, fine. We'll we'll also look at ES now too. Fine, 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 fine. ES anonymous. ES anonymous. Save the workstation. All right, so I mean, at least for the Qs, it looks like we're about to run into a negative gamma level. We have the long-term EMA price rejecting off of the long-term EMA. Usually what I see is the market likes to kind of push. If it does push above this long-term EMA, it'll probably push and then reject super hard. We'll probably see a big rejection. Actually, I do that. I do that, Alfred. Well, I mean, right kick. Well, I guess I built that habit because with the ES and gold, you kind of have to be perfect. I have to be perfect if I want to get my target hit. Oh shit. Now, I mean, if I'm taking profits, then, obviously that doesn't matter. If I'm scalping, honestly, what I'll probably start doing with the ES is probably start scalping ES. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's just too much. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's too much. Okay. Yeah, so you kind of have to be perfect, or it's gonna miss your entry entirely, and or it's gonna miss your exit entirely unless you're trailing it, and you're trailing it as it goes in your direction. But I don't trade that way, so. What's important to me is that it respects structure, and it hits my target. Hitting my target is very important to me because it allows me to step away from the charts. I'm vindicated. I don't have to take a follow-up trade. I don't have to try to look for a re-entry anywhere. I got what I needed for the day and I can move on. So those two things are very important to me. And gold and ES are really notorious for falling short at the target and coming down if you don't have a really great entry. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Uh, mm, mm. I guess I have to just do some back testing on that, and then probably just rename some. Gotta just rename some things. I probably have to make a ES fib level. Yeah, I probably have to make like a ES, like a fib levels for ES. Mm. Yep, that is also true. Yeah. Mm. 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 Hold on, guys. Give me about 5 minutes. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. So it looks like it's still rejecting from that range. Still rejecting from this range. What I don't like is that the system is not detecting this range. I don't like that. That the software is not detecting that range and marking it out. Okay. I got 609. That's the one thing I'm going to have to make sure. I'm going to have to make sure that I'm in the right instrument. Okay. You know, with the I guess with the ES, I mean that's this is what I'm talking about right here. We can take advantage of the ES because I have all this margin of error, and this will only result in a $300 loss on the ES, which is insane. So I guess I'll start building a position. I'll use the build a position strategy with ES. I'll start off with 5 and then build. And if it goes in my direction, like once it turns, I'll try to add into the ES as it goes down. Oh shit. As it goes down and comes back up. So I'll be looking for a dynamic breakout pullback trade. That's what I'll be looking for. I mean, I wouldn't. Hmm. Okay. Dang, so far so good on this ES trade, man. ES Sherm. ES Sherm is back. ES Sherm, look at that, man. Look at that drop on ES. I'm not making no money on it though. I'm only up $100. I mean, even if I was in 10 contracts, I'll only be up like 2 or something. All right, so we're up about 4 points on the ES. I do see that there's a low right here that we could potentially bounce at, or we could potentially see a bounce. All right, so yeah, so there's a low right there. Let's see what the market does at that low. So I mean, is it? No, it doesn't go all the way back to that order block. The most it probably goes back to is about like 65 or something like that. Okay. So shit, just like that. Damn, look at that. Okay. Ooh. Just like that. Just like that. Wow. Damn. Wow. Damn. Look at dude. Is it ES? I think the ES might like me, guys. I think the ES might like me. That's that's interesting. We got a clean entry, double top rejection, breakdown of the 21 EMA. That's what I was looking at. Double top, break. I could have sworn I had a better entry though. I could have sworn I had an entry up here, but maybe I didn't. Or maybe, whatever, dude. It doesn't matter. Of course. I do think that the market still bounces in this area. So once this thing fills my target here, I'm looking for an entry long. Okay. Like I said, I still think the market bounces in this area though. Nice. Nice. Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay. So yeah, I still think the market bounces in this area. Where it goes, I don't know. Maybe 80. Maybe like 80 or something. Maybe up to 80. And we do got a range, we got a break, so probably like somewhere in this area right there. What I'm going to actually do is actually just put like a line right there. Put like a line right there. I mean, this thing could probably go back up to 80, 85 or something. I'm going to put this like at 85 or something. This thing could probably go like 80 or something. There's that break of structure right there. This is where we got that pivot. It breaks structure to the upside. It breaks down past this pivot, and you can see that the bears rejected it at that long-term EMA right there. So now we're seeing a rejection. I wonder if they're going to be able to hold it right here. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. In- Hmm. Hold on. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I have no fear, no concern, no nothing of ES, even if I lose, because it's just so. Oh, oh. Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. You know what? This is the ES though. This is the ES. So I wanna see if it's gonna come back to the 50 EMA or reject, and I'm gonna get back in. If I see a rejection, I'm getting in. I need to see a break. Come on. Okay. Because I think this can probably go down to 37. So let me see. This can probably go all the way to the 30s, maybe. Look at this little bit of money for all this work. It's a little bit of money. I have to really try hard to make money on ES. But I mean, it's a double-edged sword. I have to really try hard to lose money. All right. It don't start getting interesting until you put size on this thing. And that's still only, man, that's. As you can see, they're sweeping puts. They're sweeping puts on both SPYs and on the Qs. I mean, you got a few calls, but they're sweeping these puts. So you can see it right here on the Qs. It looks like it's trying to go to that 560 gamma level. And on SPY, it looks like it's 635. You said the initial balance low on NQ has been hit. Yeah, it's, so has the ES as well. So it hit on both of them. Actually, you know what? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Because usually fading the initial balance low, and I'm glad you said something because I didn't even think about that. But fading the initial balance low is a really good trade. Fading the lows and the highs is a good trade. How are you down on puts? How are you down on puts? Okay, so all right, so let's look at this. We were at the initial balance low. It looks like the bears tried once, they tried twice, This is their third try. I might have to flip this. I might have to actually go long. I might have to stop out and go long here. All right. If they push up higher, I'm gonna have to stop out and then flip. Okay, I have to stop out and flip because the bears have failed. Bears have failed, so now it's time to flip. There we go. I mean, and that's another benefit with the ES. So that's another benefit right there. I mean, you can kind of tell. When to get out of a move. Man, that would be embarrassing, would it? That would be super embarrassing. But so I got 15 contracts. How many points is that? Because that's only $300 though. That's 300. Oh yeah, I mean it sucks. 6 4 53 453 minus 449. That's 4. Damn, that's only 4 points. No, that's not 4 points. Damn, that's only 4 points. All right. So there goes our move. So on the ES here, we had the initial balance low, and again, investors, I appreciate you said something about it because I wasn't even paying attention to that. Fading the initial balance low is usually a really great trade. The initial balance is an ecosystem of setups, and now we're seeing that squeeze higher. Look at that, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Able to identify when the bears was failing to take out the low. So we had the break. The bears went higher. They tried to sell. That's the first try. They tried to sell again. They just couldn't seem to get the price to go lower. And then once this thing broke higher and it ran this high right here, I mean, it was just basically all she wrote. And I'm glad that I recognized that. I'm in 15 micro contracts. There we go, baby. He said they hit the initial balance low damn near to the tick. Yeah. Dude, it's a really good trade. Like it's a really good trade. It really is. It's a really great trade. You said you charted slightly wrong. How so? Damn. You had it starting at 9:25 Central. Wow. Yeah, that means because at 9:30 it's complete for me. So shit, you would have had your starting literally at the end of the run. So it looks like looks like we're getting a run in gold. I'm pretty sure gold didn't fill me. I'm pretty sure. So I guess for the rest of the week, this is what I'll do. We'll trade ES. We'll trade ES moving forward, and I promise I won't deviate from ES. I promise. I promise I won't deviate from ES. I had to really consider this. So I had to think about this though. Hold on, did I get my target filled? Oh, hold on, I got my target filled. I didn't even. I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't realize that. ES is being nice to me. ES is showing your boy love. What? She's being nice to me. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Hmm. Huh. I would say something like that, huh? Red kid. I would say something, huh? Yeah. That looks like a double top though. But we can get much higher. It took out the initial balance low. I mean, it will only make sense for this thing to try to go for the initial balance high, right? Or at least the 50%. The 50% is at 74. So right where that blue line is, this one right here. Right where that blue line is where we could potentially see the market go. So I'm definitely gonna have to trade size. That's why I was considering, like, I might as well just trade the, well, these prop firms don't like you mixing and matching, which is absurd. They don't like you trading on both the ES and MES at the same time. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So where can we go, man? Let me see if I can add to this, Yeah, I can probably add to this. And that's probably, honestly, add to it. Yeah, let's add to that. And dude, this is insane. If this thing comes back and hit my stop, I'll only lose $800, $900, dude. This is insane. This is probably why, yeah. I feel like trading the ES requires no skill at all, man. You can have a really big stop and a really big target. No disrespect to ES traders though, but this is insane. This is my entry. My stop is all the way down here. I would lose $900. That's a $300 loss right there. That's insane. Where's the adrenaline? Where's the rush? Where is it? Yeah, I guess. All right, so we could see a rejection here. We could. All right, Ninja Trader 8, come on. Hold on, does Top Step have pivots? Does it have the pivots? Of course it doesn't. Damn, what the hell does this platform have? I mean, the only thing that I see is VWAP, volume profile, maybe, and the moving averages. Well, let me see if the top step levels are actually pretty accurate. Let's see. Zigzag. So where are the top step levels at? Hmm. Hmm. Am I missing something? Is the top step levels on this thing? I guess this indicator doesn't work. Yeah, these indicators are not working for whatever reason. Okay. Okay. All right. I've been known to hold my own. I've been known to ride alone. I've been known to got these chicken ears knocking at my door. Man, this shit too easy, guys. I don't know, man. This shit too easy. Man, making money on ES is too easy. This is too easy. Smith said that he messed up on his SPY options to get out in profit. But I'm gonna have to figure something out. I probably might. Ooh, ES. Oh, ES, please. Calm down. Calm down. As Investor Z like to say, old girl took her teeth out for your boy. She's taking her teeth out for me. She was like, dang, Sherm, I missed you. I'm so glad you're back. Welcome back. Now, this is the welcome back tour that we deserve. This is the welcome back tour that I want. And you know what, man? Like, I'm still thinking about that initial move, man. I'm just so glad that I noticed that. I'm just so glad. And that's the one thing about the ES that I'm going to have to give to her, you know. I'm going to have to give that to her. Because paying attention to what price is doing at these EMAs, paying attention to the EMAs in general. I mean, I don't have no accounts designated for the ES right now, so yeah, it has to be on the practice account. I mean, I hate the fact that I'm up about $1,200 and isn't a sim. I do hate that, but you know, I mean, I guess it is what it is, right? But I do think that we could be coming to an end if we don't take out that high, though. When the sky falls. All right, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a dip right here. I really wouldn't be surprised. Because we're double topping. I mean, we got a range. It's rejecting at the bottom of that range. The underbelly of that range. So I wouldn't be surprised if we probably see a pullback to like, I don't know, 70 or 72 or something like that. Or not 72, probably like 80. Okay. I would pay attention to this low right here. I'll pay attention to that pivot low, because if price breaks past that low, a break and retest trade would be in the cards. But yeah, dude. Yeah, I would have enjoyed the fact that if I was in an XFA, but I have so all my XFAs have every other instrument except gold locked out. Actually, I don't think I have MES locked out. I think I can control myself when it comes to a MES trade. I think I can control myself, but it's the NQ that I'll hop on. I'll hop on to revenge trade. Yeah, it's straight up missed me here. So I mean, it's not. Mm, it completely missed the water completely. That's interesting. That's interesting. This is the Interesting. Interesting, 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 interesting. I should have been paid attention to gold because gold just rejected at the top of the initial balance. It just rejected the highs of the initial balance. think what I need to really discover for the ES is I need to find my points. I think 6 to 7 points with size, maybe risking, I don't know, $300 per trade to make about like 1,800, 2 or 12 or whatever. I think that's or maybe like 5, like maybe like 5 points or something like that, maybe 5 to 7 points. Maybe start building a position at, I don't know, like maybe start a 5 contract position, let it build, and then as it goes in my direction, I'll just add on to it. Or I'll put on the full position as it goes in my position. Wow. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I enjoy about instruments that trade with structure. We got a break. I mean, we didn't get a real pullback. This was like 80. And that was only like 3 points. But I mean, we got that break. From that break, it was 83. So that was about like a 7 point. That was about 7 points right there. Oof. So I'll rock it in the, because dude, that's insane. So 72 points. I mean, I'm only up. So at the height of this, so let's just say that this was, yeah, I only lost $900 being down 18 points. Like, that is insane. And this is what really kind of discourages me from trading the ES for real. That's what really discourages me. All right, so we're seeing that drop. You saw the breaker structure, and it looks like it pulled back. I guess at this range right here. I mean, that's why, I mean, if you're an ES trader, you need to always make sure you know where your ranges are on the chart, because the market definitely, especially the ES, likes ranges. And wow, look at that. The 50%, this range right here, swipes the liquidity underneath, swipes it, uses it as support, breaks, and it pulls back into this range. And then we're seeing this dump right here. So from the 50% of this thing, so 86, that's 10 points. So about 13 point drop right there. All right, so I'm about to do this. I'm gonna have to figure this out. All right, so I guess ES Sherm is back, and then we're here to stay. So ES, I just have to make sure that I'm also paying attention to gold as well, because I'm not going to make no money on ES. But I also want to make sure that I'm also paying attention to what's gold doing. Yeah, Alfred, that is definitely true. That is definitely true. I mean, shit, the ES does provide a lot of room for error, but it's definitely not needed. I mean, that's for sure. It's just not needed. Oof. Well, unfortunately, at least for this position, the ES does look like it wants to. Well, technically, the ES did break structure to the downside. Technically, and unlike Nasdaq and potentially gold, when the ES breaks structure, it means it. I mean, when gold breaks structure, she means it too. But I mean, she's halfway with it. Sometimes it means something, sometimes it doesn't. But when ES does it, she stands on business on that shit. So this thing could potentially come back all the way down to like 55. 50, yeah, like 55. Unless it bounces at this value area high at 67. There's a value area high at 67. So, I mean, if it bounces, oh, okay, I guess we are getting it. Okay. Okay. Looks like we are getting it. But I'm pretty sure I'm still getting stopped out on this one. The market broke structure to the downside. The trend has changed characters here. So, okay. Okay. But I'm out of time for this session. Well, I guess this is what I'll do. No. I'll do both. I'll do both. Damn. Okay. That was a value area high bounce right there. It bounced perfectly at the value area high. And that's kind of why I said that gold and ES trades very similar. It's just that you'll make more money on gold than ES. Because gold will bounce at the value area high and low as well. It's just the Nasdaq that won't. Sometimes it does, but it's not a consistent trade. You'll probably win 3 out of 10 times with that trade. Okay. But all right, guys, I'm out of time for this session. I do appreciate everybody that joined me today. We'll definitely come back later on tonight, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody, and keep on jabbing.